One of my favorite days of this vacation was when we returned to Qatar and checked into the Hilton Doha. It's a beautiful 5-star resort with plenty of amenities and a private beach. Their pool complex was enormous, and they had several restaurants to choose from for when you got hungry. It's in a really nice part of town called West Bay, and everything is pretty close together, so you can even walk around. Now, because it's an American hotel chain, the Hilton has a lot of creature comforts from home. The deluxe room is very spacious, with an enormous bathroom that has both a tub and a shower. After 2 hot weeks in Thailand, it was really nice to be able to turn up the AC as high as you want. Believe it or not, that's not always an option in Asia. Anyway, after getting settled, we went down to the beachfront restaurant and had a light lunch. We shared an order of baba ganoush with fresh pita, a mixed appetizer, and a fattoush salad. Of the 3 options, I'd say that the salad was my favorite dish, and I can't wait to recreate the dressing. It was really nice and light with tons of lemon and sumac. My second favorite dish would have to be the mini spinach fataya. After lunch, we headed to the beach and I filmed this little moment for you. Guess what, guys? This is the Persian Gulf. So I'm gonna take you for a little walk into the water. Okay. Ooh, it's cold. It's cold. We are now officially in the Persian Gulf. Sort of. Okay, I admit, in my head that was going to be a lot more impressive, but hey, at least I did it, right? You'll be happy to hear that the pool is heated, so it's perfect for swimming your laps. Anyway, the next thing we did was book an excursion out to the desert. We didn't have a ton of time, so I booked a 1-hour excursion to see some camels and falcons. Because we booked through the hotel concierge, it ended up being just over $300 for 2 people. That pretty much included a car and driver for about 3 hours, water in the car, Wi-Fi, a guided tour, and the interaction with the animals. Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't really know what to expect. The drive out to the desert took over 45 minutes, and when we got there, it was kind of like a petting zoo. BFF got to hold a falcon, and I took a bunch of pictures, but neither of us wanted to ride the camels. The kids were riding around in a little paddock, and adults could go out into the desert. The camels were so beautiful and gentle, I just kind of felt sorry for them. They seemed very well cared for, and people were treating them very nicely, but it made me kind of sad to see them muzzled. I think we disappointed our driver a bit because he had just driven us all the way out there and we didn't want to ride the camels, but he ushered us back into the car and took us up into the dunes. From the base camp petting zoo where we were, you could see the dunes off in the distance, and they were really, really high. You could see people zipping around in ATVs and other Land Rovers, and it looked like so much fun, but remember, we didn't pay for that. So I was really surprised when our driver took a good amount of air out of his tires, and then we headed up the slope. From here on out, I'll play you little clips of how it went, just to sort of convey how much fun it was. If you've ever been off-roading or mudding in the south, that's exactly what this was like, but just in the desert.
So the thing is, we're gonna go up there.
Oh!
Yeah.
Sorry for all of the weird giggling. The ride was so bouncy, it was hard to hold it all in. You guys, if you ever get out to the Middle East, you have to try this. It's so much fun. At one point, you could see the inland sea off to the left, and if you booked a longer excursion, you could ride down the dunes and go swimming. You could rent ATVs, you could ride camels, you could even go paragliding. There were so many options of things to do. After bouncing around the dunes for about an hour and seeing the sunset, the driver took us back down to the base camp where we paid for the excursion. There was a little refreshment area where we could stop and get beverages, but the jet lag was starting to settle in, so we headed back to the city. All in all, we had a really nice day. Drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think. Have you ever gone dune bashing before? Would you try it? I'd love to hear from you.